No. All right. So let's talk about. No, that's not talk about what they talking about. So I want to talk about where my realtors. I need y'all to tag some realtors right now, because what we're about to talk about is this big Zillow thing, buying show requests, right? So if you are a realtor, I want you to take this message, right? And I want you to, hold on guys, let me see something. Hold on, y'all. Just sharing. Hold on. She gonna say, "They go, Auntie." Marty, come fix this.
All the aunties there.
I got it. All right, so let's talk about this Zillow thing and them buying show requests. You know, for the last few days, I'm telling you, I have been seeing a lot of information on Facebook, Clubhouse, Instagram, everywhere. Y'all have consumed yourselves with Zillow. I want y'all to listen to me real carefully, because this is going to be a real good nugget for y'all, okay? Y'all have consumed yourselves with the idea that Zillow has now purchased show requests. What does that mean to you? You are nervous, okay? You are afraid. A lot of y'all are saying, well, what are they going to do next? They're taking over the market share. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? I've been doing real estate for 20 years plus, okay? I have seen quite a bit of stuff happen, guys, and I can take it all the way back to, I don't know, when Redfin came into the market, when Zillow came into the market, right? Everybody was like, happy Zillow was there. And then you weren't happy, because then they started giving sellers an idea of what they could sell their houses for. And no matter if they were right or wrong, right, they still were able to now give sellers information that they would rely on realtors to do, right? That they would rely on realtors to do. And so guess what? We became very panicky. And I don't even want to say you became very, very panicky. Now watch this. Zillow comes in the market and they buy show requests. Y'all have consumed yourselves all day and all night, all yesterday, all tomorrow, and tomorrow not even here yet. Okay, tomorrow is not even here yet. The question you should be asking is, what are you going to do different in the market? Is that time? Let me just ask you, is that income producing activity? See, Claudienne has to do $60 million in sales this year, because that was my goal. So I have to accomplish that. I cannot sit and focus on why Zillow is buying show requests. Nor do I care. They are not going to take the entire market share. Do you realize some people still don't want to be online? There are people that don't even know how to get online. There are some people that still want to transact with real people that look like you and me, that they can feel, touch, and trust. I'm going to tell you this. I've been on listing appointments after and before Zillow people. You better learn that crap and learn how to use it to your advantage. They charge y'all 12 and 14%. Yet you giving me a hard time just because I'm charging you 7% to sell your house. But you're going to pay Zillow 12 to 14%, and they're going to cut you because they're going to come and say you need all this stuff done to your house. Y'all stop where you focus, energy flows. Seriously. So I want you to do something. I want you to take your focus off of why the heck Zillow bought show requests. Think about it. Y'all, Zillow already got all the information to come and find their market space. I want you to understand that people got problems and you are supposed to figure out how to solve it. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Zillow noticed that there was a problem and they came into the marketplace and they solved it. You figure out who your client is, who your seller is, who your buyer is, figure out what their problem is, and come up with a solution to fix it. Be the problem solver. Stop worrying yourself. Guys, the world is an evolving space and place. Figure out how you're going to drop your next ad on Google. Figure out how you're going to drop your next ad on Instagram. Figure out how you're going to drop your next ad on Facebook. You cannot be sitting here concerned and consumed about what other people are doing. The question is, what are you doing? Did you make your 10 to 15 calls a day? Today? Did you do your forward, follow-up, family, occupation, recreation, and dreams? That's a follow-up system. Did you call somebody and say, hey, Trent, how you doing? I see you over there jump roping. How's it going for you? That's recreation. I pulled the R out of forward and I use the R for recreation because I see that Trent is working out every day. I want to follow up in the area that he is now thinking about. We don't talk about his dreams and his goals. We just talk about his abs. Right? The jump roping. You feel what I'm saying? So y'all cannot consume yourselves with what Zillow is doing. Figure out, how do I solve this? I'm giving you the ingredient.
Yeah, I'm listening myself.
Okay? Figure out who your client share is, who your portion of that listen, this is the pie. Figure out what portion of the pie you are going to have. Figure out who is your client, whether they are buyers or sellers. What do they look like? And I don't mean what they look like. I mean, what do they look like? And you go after that marketplace and share that piece of the pie. Figure out what their problem is. If a seller is looking to sell their house, their first problem probably is, I don't know the value. Figure out what solutions you can bring. You're sitting here all day. All I see is Zillow's buying the market share. Oh my God, what are we going to do? We're going to be out of business. I'm glad that you're doing that, because while you're spinning your wheels, worrying about what Zillow is doing, Claudienne is sliding in. She's sliding right in. She's sliding into the client's house. She in the client's DM. She's on Facebook and Instagram. Figuring out what my next move is. Y'all gotta think about this. Every day you wake up, every night you go to sleep, you look at what you got done and you say, did I do income producing activity? No shade, Clubhouse, no shade. I just asked my son, I said, how many people are in that room? He said thousands. I said, well, if it's thousands of people all day on Clubhouse, when the heck are they doing work? When are you doing the work? He said, Ma, it's a space of entrepreneurs. I'm like, well, entrepreneurs can't be entrepreneurs unless they working, okay? If you think you're an entrepreneur and you just going to sit on all these out platforms all day and just talk, some of y'all got to be quiet the noise, and go do the work. Did what I do today, was it income producing activity, period? Talking about Zillow and why the heck did they buy? Y'all know they probably lied to us anyway. We don't know what. We really don't know why they did what they did. How about get yourself in a position to be able to pay $500 million, $1 billion? I want to be able to be the person with $500 million to go buy a platform. How about that? Woo! That was good. That was good. You worried about what they doing? How about worry about your own bank? I'm trying to figure out, what did they do to come up with $500 million? Was it $500 million? $500 million to go buy a platform. I want to know how Mark Zuckerberg came up with billions of dollars to go buy WhatsApp. I want to know how he was able to buy Instagram. I need to be where the money resides. And talking about Zillow all day ain't it. It's not it. You got to figure out who your client is, okay? You got to figure out who your client is, figure out what their problem is, and figure out how to solve it and scale. And scale. Stop consuming your mind with things that you can't even, what you gonna do? You don't even have $500. You can't even equate to coming up with $500 million. What are we gonna do? Because Zillow block showing requests. Don't use them if you don't want to. Use something else. Hire somebody. Let them do your appointments for you. Guys, so what did we talk about today? Figure out who your client is. Here is the pie. What piece, guys, y'all ain't gonna be able to eat the whole pie. Okay? You're not gonna be able to eat the whole pie. I mean, this is not pizza. I'm not talking about, some of y'all can eat the whole thing of pizza. I'm not talking about pizza. I'm using it as an analogy. There's a pie. What portion of the pie are you going to have? What piece of the market share are you going to have? Identify number one. I'm dropping gems. You better take some notes. Identify who your client is. I know where my client resides. I know what they look like. I know what type of money they spend. I know who to send to which insurance agent. I know what their problems are. I have a client on the phone. I'm sick of paying all this money. She's $15,000 paying insurance this, insurance that. Hold on. I'm glad we're having this conversation. Boom. I connect them with Lakeisha Gaines from State Farm that's able to now save them thousands of dollars a month. Y'all not hearing me. My client, I knew who she was. I knew what her problem was. And I came up with a solution. Be the problem solver. Figure out how you're going to get your ad on the next Facebook, Google, Instagram, wherever. Ads are not even expensive. You could do it really for free. Just get on here and give value to people. So identify your client. Number one. Number two, identify the problem that they have. Problem does not mean always a negative. It just means the unknown. You know why I'm the master of referrals and three-ways? Because I don't know everything. So I get my next best person on the line who's the specialist, and I say, today I heard a conversation, somebody's 1-year-old that can't swallow. Boom. I get my speech therapist on the line. I say, hey, listen, what do these things mean? She told me what they mean. Boom. I connect the two. Somebody had a problem. I heard the problem. I came up with a solution and I executed. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So stop getting nervous about things that are out of your control. You can control right here. What if I ask the average person, what did you do yesterday and what did you do today to take you closer to Claudienne, to my $60 million? I'm going to be able to tell you exactly what I did. First of all, at 5:30, I got up and worked out. Next of all, I got up, I prayed and I meditated, right? And I did my affirmations. Next thing I did was prepare myself for the work day. Then I started to make phone calls. I started to follow up. I looked at my CRM and see who clicked my link in my bio today, who's ready to buy, who's ready to sell. I gave those people a call, followed up. Boom. 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 Guess what it landed me today? I got 4 approvals in my email because of the work that I did yesterday. Y'all follow what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Stop focusing on stuff and get out of that Clubhouse stuff. Y'all driving me nuts. My son over here to my, I bet you half the people over there, they said, Grant Cardone said all the rich people over there. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Grant Cardone got time on his hands. And he's not a fool. He's a marketing genius. He's not a fool. He's a marketing genius. He's in the chat. He's in the Clubhouse. He's just talking. He's walking around probably in his office or home talking to y'all. It don't cost him nothing to do that. It doesn't require him to get in his vehicle and drive to a location. He's smart. He's a master marketer, but he's not broke. So, and I'm not saying don't be in Clubhouse. I'm not saying that. I'm in Clubhouse. Some of y'all be there too long. 3 hours? What you talking about? Let me ask you this. What income producing activities did you do today? I was in Clubhouse one night and I said, man, they talking a lot of good stuff, but I'm going to listen, but let me go over here and do some income producing activities. My girlfriend in the Clubhouse said, Claudienne, you ain't no joke. You don't play around. I said, well, guess what? I heard some good information. I started coming up with ideas. I just put one little simple question, no flyer, nothing on Facebook. Hey, if you're ready to buy right now, I'm looking for 20 serious people. My inbox lit up. I had 32 entries. It's a game of numbers. No, everybody's not ready. But watch this. I spoke to everyone. I figured out what their problem was. I sent them in the direction that they needed to go. Some people needed to work on their credit behavior. Yes, I say credit behavior. Stop fixing the credit and then you go back next month and you're doing the same thing. It's called credit behavior in my mind. So guess what? I'm not saying that Clubhouse is a bad place to be. I'm saying watch the time that you are there. And when you are there, make sure you're in a room where you are gaining some knowledge that's going to help you.
Not just Clubhouse, social media, Instagram.
Mari said Clubhouse, social media, all that stuff. That's right. For real. I'm in a group and that's all I see is everybody has a problem. Everybody has a problem. I can't get... First of all, one lady said, this is, I think, in lab coat. She said, I put an offer in for $42,000 more than the asking price. You're a fool. Listen, I said I wouldn't have taken the offer either. That clearly lets me know that you did not pull the comparables. Your buyer is not willing to pay over the appraised value. I'm not going to just be excited because you offered $42,000. In my mind, I'm thinking, did this agent do her work? Is she doing her client justice? Is she servicing her client? So now you're going to get stuck at the appraisal. The seller isn't going to maneuver. And now you wasted your buyer's time and money. They've done appraisal, inspection. They lost their time. You're wasting your time. So I hope y'all was able to get something out of this. But y'all stop worrying about what Clubhouse over there doing. For real. For real. The Clubhouse too, but Zillow. Worry about how you get the money that they got to go and buy a platform. That's a power move. Right? That's all it is a power move. I'm sure it was strategic. Know that everybody don't want to use Zillow. Every time I go into a listing appointment, either before or behind Zillow, I win my listings because I know what they're charging. I'm able to itemize it because I've studied it to use it for my advantage. You see, the realtor, the client doesn't know that because it don't say 12 and 14%. See, the listing doesn't say, oh, we're going to charge you 12 to 14%. No, there are fees over here. And when you add it up, it's between 12 and 14%. I can't be making this up unless I don't know how to calculate. And I know how to calculate where the money reside, okay? 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 You got to know this stuff. See, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I want to show you. I know you were considering Zillow, but I want to show you these fees. And then, by the way, let me ask you, did someone come out here already to inspect? No, Claudienne, it didn't come. How did you know? They're supposed to come in 2 days. Well, just be careful, right? And it's your decision on who you choose to market your property for you. But I just want you to pay close attention because they started at 400,000, but I want you to take note that they're probably going to send someone over here to inspect your property, and now they're going to drop you 70,000 because they're going to say all this stuff needs to be done. Boom. 3 days later, what do? Claudienne, you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. You would not believe it. They did exactly what you said. They came out here with their notepad and their sophisticated stuff, and then when they came back, they dropped the price 60 to 70,000. Know what your competition is doing so you could be ahead of the curve. You want to be ahead of the curve. How many people understand what I'm saying? How many people understand? If you're getting something from this, just drop a 5 in the comment box. Just drop a 5 in the comment box. All I want to do is educate the people who are having a difficult time in today's market. You have to put your energy, okay, your mind on where you want to go. How many of y'all set goals for the year? I want to do 60 million this year, 2021. I can tell you right now, that's $5 million a month. I can tell you right now, January, we more than secured it. We had a jump start into February. I'm not going to slow down because we accomplished our goal for January. No, I'm going to speed up. I don't want to hit 60 million in December. I don't want to live life all the time on the edge. What if I secure my 60 million by August? Boom. Who going to vacation in September? See what I'm talking about? Set the goal. Then you can't just set the goal. What is your daily and weekly and monthly goal? What is your weekly, daily, and monthly goals? Write it down. And if you don't know, guess what? You should take my class. But if you don't, I'm going to drop some gems. Call some of y'all. I give this little assignment. It's free. Okay? It's free. I spend a lot of money on marketing a month, but this is free. This is free. Some of y'all people that know y'all don't even know y'all realtors. And then I give this assignment. I say, text 10 people right now. Just remind them, hey, I just wanted to let you know, I was thinking about you. And just send a little quick reminder that I'm a real estate professional. Oh my God, I just listed with somebody else. I forgot you were a realtor. Y'all ain't posting on social media. Y'all not using the forward system and calling somebody to follow up. You're not doing the work. Brandy, call me. See, me and Brandy, I don't know Brandy. Brandy's on my Facebook. Brandy said, I'm not a realtor, but looking for one. And this is still applicable information. Thank you. Watch this. Brandy and I are connecting right now. She's connecting with whatever it is that I am saying. Okay. We are building a relationship we're not even really talking to each other. We're not. I'm talking, she's listening, so we're building a relationship here. And when I finish here, I'm going to save the video, I'm going to post it and go back to the comments, go to her inbox, and inbox her my business card. Thank you for tuning in. I just built a rapport with somebody I don't even know. But if you're not in the space, to the whole point, guys, well, stop worrying about things that you have no control over. You have control and dominion over your own life. You have control and dominion over your own life. What you think will occur. If you think Zillow is going to wipe you out, you are wiped out before you even get started. You are wiped out before you even get started. What you think will manifest. Now watch this. 1 + 1 equals what? Somebody give me what that equals. 1 + 1 equals what? You know what it equals, Mar? What does 1 + 1 equal? 1 plus 1 equals what? Somebody drop it in the comments. 1 plus 1 equals what? All right, some of y'all are saying 2. All right, 1 plus 1, I think collectively we could say 1 plus 1 equals 2. 1 plus 1 equals 2, right? We learned that in grade school before we could go, okay, to doing, please excuse my aunt, dear Sally, you know, the equation we learned in elementary to help us to remember how to solve equations. But before we can get to the multi-equations, we had to first understand how to add. So 1 plus 1 equals 2. But watch this. If I tell you what you think will manifest, you won't even believe it. They didn't teach us that in school. What you believe, what you think will manifest, what you spend energy thinking on will manifest. You can't really conceptualize that because it is abstract. And they didn't teach us that in school. See, this is why we got an all-boys school. This is why we start with meditation, prayer, and affirmation. And this is why we tell our students from K to 12 at True Prep, my own plug, what you think, what you spend time on thinking about will manifest. If I think about eating a burger, eventually in the day, I'm going to have a burger. Well, Claudienne, that don't make any sense. They don't teach us that in school. But everybody here said 1 plus 1 equal 2. It is scientifically true. 1 plus 1 equals 2. But if I tell y'all what you think about will manifest, it will come to pass. What you dwell on. This is why I exercise. I want to put 1,000 people in homes. I'm wearing what I want to do. When I walk in the store, the people are going to say, what does that mean? I'm now having to explain what that means. In the midst of it, guess what? I now get to tell you that I'm a real estate professional. I'm a healthy, fit real estate professional. There's a reason why you see Legend and my son and my husband in videos. I do that intentionally because if we don't make a change, guess what? We're going to be doing the same thing over and over again. We don't get to break the generational curses because we don't do better when we know better. Guys, when we are praying and meditating and speaking affirmations, it's getting to his subconscious. Let me tell you, sometimes he's moving and fidgety, and by the middle of meditation, he's calm. And by the end, boom, he hears his dad's heartbeat because it's calm, and he sleeps. He's used to it. We're speaking to his subconscious intentionally. His name is Legend intentionally. That was intentional. I didn't ponder. I didn't think back and forth. I didn't care what people said. He's going to be legend. Legendary. His name alone when he wakes up. He wakes up in authority because somebody got to say, what's up, Legend? The teacher's going to call him eventually and say, Legend, can you answer the question for us? Intentional. We got to be more intentional. So guys, stop worried about Zillow. Let's go. Let's make this money. Let's go figure out what our market share is. Let's go figure out what problems our clients have. Let's go solve it. And let's go put these people in houses. Let's put them in some great investments. And let's take over the market. That's my time. I'm out. Love y'all. Hope you got something out of this. I did. Sometimes I got to listen to my own self, right? I got to listen to my own self. But I'll talk to y'all later. I got to go. Peace out.